So here's a set of dreams and visions I've had about Sirius satellite radio. And these dreams started back in around 2004. At the time, I was doing a lot of research on the stock market and reading a lot of company summaries to get a broad view of the stock market and individual companies. I was doing this to focus my prayers and awareness on the market. Sirius satellite radio was one of the handful of companies that I kept having reoccurring dreams about during this process. In some other lessons, I'll share more about the meditation strategies that I use to filter out good from the bad. Also, I'll eventually get to sharing a lot of my experiences with the stock market, both the good and the bad experiences. Let me first say that I've never made any money. So here's part of what got me started on all of this. Actually, what happened was, a long time ago, I had a few words about the stock market, and I really never had enough information to be successful with it. So I got really frustrated, and I stopped looking at it completely for a while. Years later, I saw a few of those reoccurring dreams come to pass, although not exactly the way I expected. This fueled a new interest in the markets, and I made up my mind to become a lot more educated on the subject. When I got those first few words years ago, the reason why I got so frustrated was because I knew nothing, and all that ignorance just produces frustration, and it makes all the information from dreams and visions unusable and creates all kinds of problems. So that's a little bit about my past experiences with hearing from God on the economy. And now let's look at a little bit more recently what's going on. So this word about Sirius satellite radio, these reoccurring dreams, happened shortly after I decided to get back into prayer and meditation on the stock market. And I also armed myself with some new skills in prayer and meditation, along with taking steps to educate myself on the markets. And the hope was that it would remove a lot of the frustration and the chaos associated with ignorance. The first vision that I had about Sirius satellite radio came as I drifted in and out of sleep. I saw this dog, which I believe was the company mascot. The dog was vicious, and I thought it was going to attack me. Then it got real nice and came over so I could pet it. So at first I had this really mean, vicious dog with big jaws and teeth trying to attack me. And then as it came closer, the dog was nice, much like a Labrador retriever. Now at the time I had this vision, Sirius satellite radio was trading for about $9 a share. And I believe that the angry dog probably represented a bad investment, which eventually the Labrador type dog probably represented a turnaround in the company. Okay, so after that first experience, I had a few more dreams later and saw it float between $3 and $6 a share. Then one night I had a dream where it was at $1.50. Now, right now, as I'm recording this video, that's already happened. As today, I looked and Sirius satellite radio was trading at $1.25. One more thing that I'd like to say is sometimes I'm not too certain about these dreams about prices, because I'm sure that things like splits and reverse splits and things like that aren't always factored in at the time when you're seeing this stuff. So I'd like to point that out too. So this part about a low point of $1.50, we're already past that. So let's move on to the next set of experiences that I've had with this. And this next dream that I had really revealed a lot about the whole story of Sirius satellite radio. in this dream I saw a green dog, and that dog actually transformed into an angel. And I remember saying to myself, Lord, how can this dog become an angel? Because I wasn't aware that the green dog was the company mascot. And I believe that it was green because green symbolizes prosperity. And the dog turning into an angel, I would say, represents a very powerful company. So, even in this dream while I was watching it all, I was initially confused about how could a dog become an angel, but now as I think about it, the interpretation sounds pretty clear about Sirius Satellite Radio becoming a much more glorified company. And I also recall that around that same time I had these reoccurring dreams that Sirius Satellite Radio, the stock price was shooting up over $100 a share. And I also like to mention that at one time, probably a couple years ago, I was praying about Sirius Satellite Radio again, and I had this dream where I was walking through this. It was like a big house, but yet it had a lot of unfinished rooms. So there was a lot of work that needed done. And I think that as all this work is being done on the company, that's going to explain a lot of these low prices. So that's good, I guess, for the investor that wants to buy low and then sell high because of all the struggles that the company's going through now, which have a lot to do with the angry dog that I saw in the last dream. So I'm hoping to see a bottom soon, or at least get an idea what the bottom is, so I can schedule my own buys into this company. Now, since all that other stuff has happened, okay, I had this dream where I was receiving information from what looked like two satellites in the sky, and it was though this new information was coming in, revealing that Sirius Satellite Radio could be bought for around 50 cents a share. I believe that this is just a deeper, more accurate revelation of one of the deeper drops in that stock, which you could refer to that angry attacking dog. So I'm not saying that this is the bottom, but it's definitely a step forward for me in finding that bottom, and I hope to get a confirmation soon. But that's what I have so far about Sirius Satellite Radio. I hope I'm interpreting it all correctly.